Всем привет, дорогие зрители и подписчики моего канала. Меня зовут Павел, мы продолжаем прохождение игры Lost Horizon. Затерянный горизонт русской локализации. Так вот, в конце предыдущей серии мы, собственно, успешно, так сказать, смогли добраться до лагеря, так сказать, фашистов. И, собственно, теперь бы нам мешало бы спасти британского офицера, которого, как мы видели, ввели в ту палатку. Теперь бы нам надо пробраться. Так, в игру я уже не играл порядка больше недели, наверное. И, собственно, немножко подзабыл что да как, поэтому за кадром мне пришлось, так сказать, узнать что да как. И, собственно, первое действие, которое надо сделать, чтобы в дальнейшем не втыкать, это, во-первых, вернемся сюда. У нас тут есть кастрюля. Тут написано ковш.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hot.
Ну что делать? Так, забрали кастрюлю, хорошо. Теперь нам надо опять заняться диверсией. Так, генератор.
The water would cause a short circuit. Sounds promising.
Ну да.
Mensch, what's happened now?
Так, дружок, поломка не тут.
Must be the generator.
Может быть. Отлично.
What now? Can't stay in there forever.
Так.
Hey, now what's wrong? Hallo? Hilfe! Can anyone hear me out there? Something's blocking the door. Hallo?
Good thing the generator in the other hut's loud enough to drown out his shouting.
Да. Таким образом, как я понимаю, мы от него избавились надолго. Теперь можем спокойно, более-менее ходить по лагерю. Что само по себе уже хорошо.
A portable welding machine.
Хорошо, так, это у нас ящик с инструментами.
A
Это нам
toolbox.
пригодится. Я думаю, да?
It won't budge. The lid seems to be jammed.
Плохо.
Unfortunately, the corkscrew isn't at all suited for prying open the jammed lid.
Просто ты не умеешь им пользоваться, признает. Так, погоди, нет, ты не то хотел нажать, ладно. Видимо, гранату тоже применить нельзя.
Okay, I'll ask you again. How did the monk and your lieutenant escape the monastery? Which secret passage did they use? We can go on like this for days. I have hundreds of these records, and you seem to enjoy the music. Or surely you would object. If it's still too quiet, I'd be happy to turn up the volume.
My word, it's Thomas. Thomas Finch. He's an officer in Richard's unit. I knew him from the service back in Hong Kong. It looks like they're torturing him with German marching music. It's booming through his headphones. A fate worse than death. I could deal with this guard, if he wasn't as wide as a door frame. Since I left my black belt at home, I'll have to be a bit more subtle. This guy's a machine. One-on-one, he'd mince me.
Ну да, не мешало бы тебе подкачаться, дружок. Ну, видимо, у тебя жизнь такая, что не до этого. Так, что у нас тут есть? Пластинки, граммофон.
A Nazi uniform. Good God, where in the world did they breed that guy? I could just grab him from behind, but he doesn't look like an amateur. I need to get Thomas's attention and double team this guy. Of course, he's too busy enjoying German marching music. Thomas Finch. He was an officer in Richard's unit. I remember him from my days in the service. He was garrisoned in Hong Kong a few times. I have to get him out of there. He's probably beginning to think in German refrains by now. That's no good. I need him to tell me where Richard is.
Ну да, это он наш, так сказать, единственный шанс узнать, что да как, да где.
I can't get his attention while he's plumbed into... Thomas is... I'll never make it over there without being noticed by Max Schmeling's big brother. There must be, conservatively, about 5,000 German marching records here.
Опа.
And now I have something very special for you. Let's see how you like this. Something tells me you'll become very talkative very soon.
Ну да.
This is where that German's getting the tracks to torture poor Thomas with. I can't get over there with
Так, и у нас
a
тут есть...
tent peg. A tent peg.
Так. Это мы взять можем, да? Хорошо. Так, вы знаете, у меня есть идея. Что если... использовать это как отмычку?
Yes, I can use this to lift the lid a bit. Let's see what I can pull out through the gap.
Так, хорошо. Что тут у нас есть?
A buzzsaw blade. I'll take it out of the cover.
Ужас.
A saw blade.
Я надеюсь, мы не будем изображать из себя маньяка.
An empty cardboard cover. A bottle of glue. A vice.
Так, и что мы можем сделать?
I put some glue on the back of the newspaper page. Now I can stick the picture of the soldier somewhere.
Ладно, так. Ага. Хорошо.
I've covered the edges of the pieces with glue. Now they just need to go back together.
Так, хорошо.
I can pick up, turn and set down the pieces.
Так, ладно. Я думаю, это будет несложно. Вот так. Хорошо. Середину собрали, это уже что-то нам дают. Так, хорошо. Низ собираем. В общем, дело идет. Так. Нет. Так, что, какой кусок сюда подойдет? Так, отлично. Так, сюда. Надо что-нибудь этакое. Ага, хорошо. Ну, в принципе, несложно, да? На самом деле. Хотя, конечно, этими пазлами заниматься, это уже не в том возрасте. Наверное, ни я, ни вы. Чтобы проворачивать такие вещи. Так. Ага, хорошо. Хорошо. Так. Так.
Job done.
Отлично.
I've glued the record back together. Of course, the light-coloured glue in the cracks won't stand up to scrutiny. At all.
Ну да. Так, теперь, что у нас еще есть? У нас есть тиски.
A vice.
Зачем они нам?
I've unscrewed the top of the grenade and poured out the gunpowder.
Сапер неудачника. Или наоборот. Контрабадист-неудачник. Сапер, как говорится, из него хороший. Так, куда нам порох?
The gunpowder's sticking to the glue in the cracks. You can hardly see them. The record looks as good as new.
Ладно.
I rubbed some gunpowder over the glued Perfect. We've got marching soldiers on the front cover.
Отлично.
Hey, maybe I'll sell this as a collector's item instead.
Так.
If I'm lucky, Hans won't notice it's not marches.
Так, давайте
Something tells
посмотрим.
me Thomas will.
Как я понимаю, сейчас мы его немножко отвлечем. Он будет в замешательстве, и мы этим воспользуемся.
Okay, here comes a real smasher.
Конечно. Ты был прав. Тебя сшибло с ног.
Yeah, I meant that to happen. Job done. Hope no one heard the explosion.
Томас сидит вообще в шоке. Так,
Thomas? Wait, I'll take off the headphones.
Fenton? Fenton Paddock? What the hell are you doing here?
I'll explain later. You have to listen to me now. We don't have much time.
так. Так, во-первых, жив-здоров?
Are you okay?
Fenton? You're back with the forces? Where's the rescue unit?
No. Listen to me, Thomas. Is everything okay? Are you injured?
Well, my ears are still ringing a bit and I'm pretty knackered. They haven't let me sleep for 3 days.
Can you stand up?
Not as long as I'm handcuffed to this crate.
Okay. I can take care of that.
Ладно. Что здесь вообще было-то?
I need to know what happened.
I suppose we were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What do you mean?
Well, our mission was to survey the area. Richard's maps were taking us towards some key defense points. An old monastery set near a valley. It was dark when we got here. The search for the monastery was due to begin the following morning. We were prepping our gear and setting up camp when we heard explosions. The monastery was set on a mountain slope, and we could make out someone trying to blast open the entrance. We couldn't tell, but we assumed they were bandits. Richard ordered an attack. The maps showed a second, hidden entrance to the monastery, so we took a team up and made contact with the monks. We got in touch with the abbot, or whatever they call him, but we were too late. They stormed the main entrance. We were massively outnumbered. Didn't have a chance. The old monk hid Richard and I in a secret chamber. He was scared. Didn't think he'd make it. He told us something we were to remember at all costs.
And what was that?
He said, "The door is guarded by 2 dragons, Yao the Strong and Zhao the Wise. Zhao, the mother, is twice as old as her son, Yao." Something like that. Anyway, he made it, along with Richard, but I took a bullet and wound up here. I only realised then why we were overrun. Nazis put up a better fight than bandits, I guess.
Так. Так где Ричард-то?
What happened to Richard?
I assume he and the monk made it to the chamber, but I really don't know.
So Richard might still be there?
Maybe if they had some supplies. But he might even have made it out.
Well, whichever the case, I'm going to find him. That chamber. Where exactly is it?
In a kind of courtyard. There's a secret mechanism on the west wall.
Right.
Хорошо. Так. Что нацисты тут делают? Давай-ка расскажи нам.
What are the Germans doing here anyway?
They found something very exciting in the monastery. But I haven't the faintest idea what it is. In any event, it's important enough to the boss around here, that Countess von Hagenhilt, to slaughter innocent monks. They kept asking me how to open the secret chamber, but I didn't give them anything. I suppose whatever they're looking for is in there.
You mean you didn't tell them anything about this dragon code?
No, not a word.
Хорошо. Так. Как нам отсюда выбираться?
Thomas, do you have any idea how we can get out of here?
You're a card. The best thing would be to leave the same way you came, don't you think?
Yeah, we can forget about that. I kind of fell down a crevasse. Besides, you don't look like you're up for any sheer rock faces quite yet.
There are trucks leaving the camp several times a day. Maybe that's an option.
Sounds interesting. Okay, I'll find something to unlock the cuffs.
Might I suggest the key?
Ну да, ключ с собой тоже был неплох.
A Nazi uniform. Not really my size, but what's this in the pockets? A taped recording of the interrogation.
То есть... Так, граммофон у нас уже не активен, да? Хорошо.
The explosion knocked him out. but it takes more than being engulfed by flames to kill a monster like him.
Ну ладно.
A Nazi uniform. The German soldier's keyring. The German...
Так. Томас, давайте развяжем. Снимем наручники. Хоть какой-то ключ должен подойти.
Perfect. The smallest key fits. The cuffs are open. Thomas, let's get out of here. Can you walk?
Ну, что-то не очень.
I've had better days.
Maybe you better hang here until I can find us a way out. I'll check out the trucks. Get out of here in style. He's not in great shape. He's in bad shape.
I'll put the uniform on first. Blend in with the locals.
Ну да, похож. Прям-таки. Одно
I
лицо.
doubt Thomas is better off in there. I have to get him out. The truck is a good option, but I'm not...
Так, ну давайте Томаса
Hey,
сюда
yeah.
принесем.
I can just drive Thomas out of here. I can hide him in the back of the truck. If we make it past the gate, we're home dry.
Хорошо.
Okay, Thomas is hiding in the back of the truck. If my luck holds, then the key's in the ignition.
Прям знаете, как в старых моделях затвор.
Hey, what are you doing there, Junge? Ah, another one caught the bug. It's this weather. I've had a cold this entire time.
Yeah, can hardly speak.
Don't worry about it. You wanted to go to the monastery, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did the men up there order another truck? At this time of the day? I've told those fools 100 times that I will not allow a convoy to drive up there at this time of the day. They better learn to stick to the rules. No truck leaves the base after 1600, unless they've made a find of utmost priority up at the monastery. What's all this about anyway? What needs to be picked up so urgently?
Well,
What did they say on the radio? Whatever, I just need the military assignment form, filled out in full. Have them give you one in the radio room. If the finds are particularly important, I can send you up with a truck. I'll be in the barracks. But don't come back unless we're talking really important finds. Otherwise, we'll have it picked up in the morning.
Very well. Radio room, form, and important find. Off we go.
Хорошо. Какой доверчивый нацист. Так. Во-первых,
It's always the last key, isn't it? Doors open.
хорошо.
Thank goodness. Nobody here.
Так еще бы, если дверь закрыта на замок. Так, что у нас тут? Карандаш.
There's a pencil on the floor. Messy Nazis.
И не говори. Хорошо, куда он нам нужен только, этот карандаш? Зафон.
It's a list of sacred Asian artifacts. That must be what the Germans are looking for at the monastery.
Золотой барабан. Так,
It's a list. I better leave the...
роспись стоит за один артефакт или вообще за весь формуляр? Не могу понять. Ладно. Об этом потом.
A recorder with magnetic tapes. This expedition has more state-of-the-art tech than MI5. Not much point without a second recorded tape.
Так, ну ладно. У нас есть
Let's hear this
такая-
recording.
After 2 hours of traditional marching band torture or oral discomfort treatment, I continue to question him regarding Object 28. He continues to claim he has no knowledge of the item in question. Object 28 is vital to the success of our project. Further questioning scheduled.
Object 28? What project? Cheeky Nazis.
Ладно. Объект 28. Глаз Конжура.
It's a list of sacred... I better leave the list.
Ладно. Какой-то глаз конжура.
I wouldn't have figured the Germans for bureaucrats, but the number of forms here puts our police force to shame. These papers here look like the special assignment forms the guard was talking about. I'll take one with me. That must be one of those... Okay. Which of these list entries is important enough to make the guard approve a special trip to the monastery?
Так, хорошо.
I filled in the form with one of the... A recorder with magnetic tapes.
Так, ладно. Второй раз, я думаю, слушать смысла нету. Так что уходим. Так, кстати, ключ. Сюда он не подойдет?
None of the keys fit.
Ну и ладно. Ой. Не туда я нажал. Извиняюсь. Так. Воу. Ну офигеть у них, да? Легко перестоит. В общем, бред. Конечно, сумасшедшего. Весь этот лагерь. Ну ладно. Кого там не было.
A German soldier.
Here's the form.
What? Teufel, what a find! Frau Hagenhild will be thrilled. Los, what are you standing around for? Start the truck and head up there. Zu Befehl.
Вообще немецкий знает. Хорошо. Ролики что-то поначалу начинают глючить, как только запускаются. Ни мне, ни вам это неприятно видеть.
We can't get any higher in the truck. You'll have to continue on foot from here.
How far is it?
800 meters, maybe a kilometer. The path forks halfway. Head to the left to reach the side entrance.
Okay. You head back down the pass with Kim. Try to make it to the Indian border. When you get there, contact...
Hello?
Yes?
This is one of your terrible jokes, right?
What do you mean?
This is the second time you've tried to palm me off. You're sending me away with a complete stranger? Sorry, no offense.
None taken.
Kim, I've known Thomas for a long
Зовут
time.
Томас.
He's not about to sell you for a camel. I, on the other hand...
Вообще к
Oh,
месту,
please.
конечно.
Where exactly would you be right now if it weren't for me?
Kim,
Impaled on an argali? Stuck down a crevasse?
I'm not saying you haven't helped, but this is no place for young girls.
Oh, of course. I forgot. You infiltrated the German camp all on your own.
Fine. My life's achievements I owe entirely to you. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Close enough. So your friend here can just head on down the mountain on his own. Sorry. Nothing against you.
No problem.
Fine. Fine.
Конечно.
Just stop yelling before you bring the whole German army down on us. But I'm warning you, this is not playtime. It's a very serious rescue mission. You'll do what I say, when I say it, and without complaining.
Deal.
You better get going, Thomas.
Okay. Good luck, you two. If I were in better shape, I'd be with you. Look after him, Kim. I'll head for northern India and contact Lord Weston from there.
Good luck, Thomas.
Так, Томас по своим делам пошел. Точнее, поехал. Хотя это, конечно, будет интересно на российском опеле, так сказать, доехать до британских представительств. Так, ну ладно. Так вот, как я и говорил, все дело в чем? В том, что когда заставки начинают глючить, они глючат буквально несколько секунд. Если они длинные, то это нормально. FPS выравнивается. Как это лечить, к сожалению, я не знаю, поэтому придется все-таки, наверное, смириться с этой вещью. Так, сюда мы.
Pretty sure we just escaped.
Согласен.
She's sulking over our little spat.
Конечно.
She'll get over it soon enough.
Да-да-да.
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Please don't get in a mood. I do appreciate what you've done. I'm just worried about you.
I'm not a little kid anymore. I don't need a babysitter. Besides, I'm not in a mood. No, I'll stay right here like a good little girl and wait for your instructions. Just like you told me to.
Right. Then listen. I'll have a look around.
Don't let me stop you. Sounds high priority. You know where to find me.
The upper sign reads monastery. The next one points down the valley to the camp. The lower two point to the west. Berlin and, Venice?
Да уж, Венеция, как говорится, здесь к месту. Так, оторвем.
They're nailed on tight.
Ну, оторвем так. Отлично.
How is it that a tent peg is more multi-purpose than a penknife? I've levered the signs off the post. Now the Germans will never know how to get home.
Ну да, средничали.
4 signs.
Так, путь к монастырю, следы грузовика.
Vehicle tracks. They must A puddle of oil from the hydraulics. That's more Gus's.
Ну зачем, конечно, это нам, я не знаю. Ну ладно.
This lever probably
Так, ну, дернем. Почему бы нет? Незнакомые рычаги нам подергать бы.
Ah, this lever operates the hydraulics that raise the loading platform, but it's not doing me much good if I'm down here.
Ну да, как-то она не очень поднялась на самом деле.
That's more. Note to self. Rescue
Хорошо.
a loading platform. Damn, these Nazis sure do know how to organize and carry out an expedition. This lift was installed recently. It leads up to the monastery.
Ну да.
The monastery where Richard...
Ну, это не так
I
быстро.
don't see a way to climb up there. The diesel engine that runs the lift. Even if I could reach it, I wouldn't want to switch it on. We don't need any attention from the guys guarding the monastery. They must use this pulley system to transport equipment up to the monastery. That container's been loaded with gear. But I guess someone bunked off before sending it up. Might be something useful up there. I'll never reach it.
Так. Давайте думать. Так. Ну, пока ничего такого интересного на ум не приходит.
Okay, I guess the monastery's this way.
Fine deduction, Sherlock.
Ну да. Только подколоть.
Look,
Фэнтона.
there's the secret side entrance to the courtyard.
Well, given the liberal scattering of grenades all over the place, I'd say it wasn't so secret anymore.
So what do we do now? Can you disarm them or something?
Shh! Be quiet.
Тихо.
And? Anything to report today? Any special instructions?
No, nothing unusual. The chamber is still sealed. We'll probably have to blast tomorrow.
Oh, finally. It's not like the Countess to hesitate this long.
Be careful what you say. This job's going to require great care. If we overlook even the smallest detail, the mission might fail.
This should worry me? I'll be happy when the whole thing's over and we can go back home. I hate the winter. I hate the mountains, I hate night watch, and more than ever I'm beginning to hate you.
Well, if you hadn't failed your aptitude test, maybe you wouldn't have been assigned night watch.
You'd better watch yourself, Hagen.
Oh, I will. I'll watch myself all the way back to camp, where I will watch myself drink schnapps all evening and then watch myself crawl into a warm, cozy bed.
Oh, good. You enjoy yourself. Try not to get caught in any avalanches on the way down.
Just remember to feed the dog. He hasn't eaten all day.
Yeah, I know
собаку.
how to do my job.
Собак это он. Отлично. Перевод.
Good. Only a couple of guys on night watch.
So, how do we get in?
Don't worry. I'll think of something.
No doubt.
Ну еще бы. Как обычно. Так.
Luckily, whatever monster of a bird built this is nowhere to be seen. From the speckling on the eggshell, I'd say it was a Himalayan griffin vulture. Probably.
Так.
A broken eggshell. Judging by its size, it must have come from a golden eagle or a Himalayan griffin vulture.
Хорошо.
I can't go 10 yards around here without almost falling into a crevice. Crevasse. I meant crevasse.
Ладно, ладно. Тебя никто не винит, дружок.
It's less than 4 meters to the other side. No daredevil stands for me today. Well, maybe just a few later on.
Ну да, да. Да, кстати, так подслушал разговор, прям Альтаир какой-то.
The main gate. 2 guards. A figure of a dragon. The dragon's foot extends. I can't reach. It's a small. I could jump for it. Then I'll hang. And hang some more. My strength will wane. And I'll plummet to my death. Must be a better option.
Не уверен. Так, что еще есть? Гранаты, мост. щит.
Looks like a crack in the rock. Not until I get a.
Так,
Looks like a prayer wheel. But I can't reach it. Interesting.
What's interesting?
What? Oh, these grenades here. I just realized they're gas grenades.
And is that good?
Since when is poison gas a good thing?
I mean, can you defuse them more easily than other grenades?
No, I can't. And besides, I don't have the tools I'd need.
меня нет.
What's so interesting about them then?
Да уж.
Well, actually, nothing when I think about it. Except that it's very clever. I mean, if they go off, they won't destroy the bridge, and they won't risk setting off an avalanche with a big explosion. So really, it's a very sensible and intelligent defense strategy. Clever Nazis.
And this is supposed to help us somehow?
Well, no, but...
Then why are we having this ridiculous conversation? Think of something.
Yes, Mom.
Ну да.
These wires are... If I happen to feel a God forbid. I can't use that. Better not. I can say from experience that...
Так, в любом случае надо что-то делать. Я считаю. Так, кстати говоря, эту трубу мы взяли использовать как мисочку.
I'll try to collect some oil in the eggshell.
Хорошо.
What for? A loading platform. Kim,
What? Well...
Really? And you can start by stopping the Madam.
Okay, okay.
You see that container up there?
Need a leg up?
Tempting, but no. If you stand on that platform...
Yes, sir.
Так, отлично. Поехали.
Okay, then. Here we go.
Сейчас. А, то есть... Я думал, ее заело, эту платформу.
Okay, that's enough.
Смазать надо. Так, ладно, хорошо. Опускай. Такой плавный спуск.
Hey, you were right. This stuff will come in handy. It's some wood and a packet of white stuff. Sheesh.
Hey, I saved our lives with a bag of flour and a pumpkin not long ago, so don't be too hasty.
Oh, you're welcome then. I'll just go stand back over there so I don't bother the master at work.
Извиняюсь. Так, порошок для выпечки.
According to the label, this is NaHCO3, which I think is a fancy way of saying baking powder. It dissolves in water to make a cleaning product. Maybe the Germans use it to clean their equipment.
Может быть.
Wooden plank. The diesel engine, even if I could. Think I'll give her a minute to cool off. Women.
Ну да. Так. Что теперь?
The plank should just about reach the drain from here.
Да, кстати говоря, если кто-то думает, что я там читал какие-то прохождения или еще что-то, ребят, вы не думайте. Я вот все, что сейчас делаю в игре, на самом деле, это все настолько спонтанно и
The dragon's foot.
не очевидно, что я сам удивляюсь.
I still can't reach it.
Так. Зачем, кстати, мы это сделали, я не знаю. Ну ладно.
These. If I happen to feel a figure of. It's less than 4. No, I can't go.
Так.
According. Wait, may.
Чё доска?
Perfect. Let's get over there.
А, то есть мы идем в обход. Хорошо.
It won't spin anymore. Maybe it's jammed or frozen, but that's odd. The metal feels strange somehow. It's warm to the touch.
Ладно. Смазать, может, надо. Или почистить.
It's a metallic prayer.
С чем?
It's a metallic prayer wheel in.
Ага. Ладно. Щель.
The opening's too narrow to get a hold. Yep. It certainly.
Шо?
Let's leave her open this rock and take a look inside.
Что у нас там внутри?
Wow. What do we have here? I can't get a good grip on it. Maybe one of the signs would fit in the wheel slot. Great. That makes for a good handle.
Шо?
I've got 3 signs. The sign makes a decent makeshift handle.
Так. Что это нам дает?
I've got it turned a little, but I can't get the handle any further round.
Давайте еще раз.
Okay, I'll stick a wooden sign in this slot too.
Ну, в принципе, понятно, как это работает, так что давайте уж
And another handle is set.
до конца.
Well, that's the last sign.
Да. И все, и досок деревянных у нас больше с собой нету.
Perfect. It's come all the way around.
Так, это у нас что, эта дверь открылась?
This must be the side entrance to... It's a metallic...
It won't spin anymore. That's odd. Does this...
Блин, не успел прочитать. Оп.
Whoa. There's a strong magnetic pull on this prayer wheel. Only, I'm pretty sure this tent peg is aluminium. So that doesn't make sense. Done. I've got it.
Хорошо.
That's strange. The surface of the prayer wheel is lukewarm despite the cold. And it's no ordinary magnet. It attracts all kinds of metals.
Так, а если...
These wires... Poison gas... These wires are connected...
Так, с кем мы поговорить пока не можем, ладно. Куда бы применить... А в принципе, давайте заходить внутрь. Тут уже практически ничего нету. Так. Ага. Ну это тот самый двор, с которого все и началось, как я понимаю. Ладно.
Shh! Quiet!
Oh, you think?
I mean, even quieter than before. There's a guard dog down there. It's probably more intelligent than the Germans we've come up against.
Relax. You're the one nattering away.
Well, we're definitely in the right place. This must be the courtyard Thomas talked about. According to him, the entrance to the secret chamber should be in the western wall.
So what now?
Same as before. You stay put, and I'll come up with something.
I'm giddy with anticipation.
Стой, да стой. Ничего не делай. Какая разница? Так. Шкив.
It's a pulley. Damn it. The noise from this rusty old winch is alerting the dog. As long as the winch is squeaking, I'm not good.
Ладно. А если лебедку смазать?
Let's get this old thing oiled up. No, not you, Kim.
Да уж, старый развалина.
Let's give it a crack.
Ладно. Помаленьку, по чуть-чуть. Хорошо.
A small snowdrift. Can't reach it. Not while the dope... It won't be enough to knock the snow down.
Ну ладно. Так, а что если теперь к этой лебедке привязать?
Okay, I'll hang the prayer wheel on the pulley hook. Let's see what we can catch.
Хорошо. Что это за банк?
Meat in a tin. The classy option. Ugh. This meat is disgusting. Best before... 2010?
Да, в любом случае, на сегодняшний день уже просроченная.
An aluminium knapsack.
Так.
Dogs aren't great tin openers. A handsome Doberman. I'm actually a dog lover. It's just this dog doesn't look like he returns my affections. Story of my life.
Да уж. История твоей жизни. Так. Что мы делаем?
It's too small and light to bring down the snow.
Зачем нам сбрасывать сугроб, я не могу
A
понять.
makeshift table. But I just brought it up here. An aluminium... I can't reach it. No idea what this is. There's a cable leading to those lamps. But this thing is definitely too small to be a generator. I can't reach... The western wall. It's completely in shadow. The western...
Так, ладно.
This is how they used to open things in the past. You'd think they'd invent the tin opener at the same time as the tin. Nasty. I'm sure he'd love it. But how does that help me?
Да уж как-нибудь.
Nasty. I'm sure should be a nice, quiet landing.
Так.
Great.
Ага, то есть даже так. Хорошо. Ещё
Magnetic
раз.
prayer wheel fishing. I love rescue missions.
Так. Странный какой-то магнит, который притягивает алюминий. Это уже интересно. Но в любом случае мы его используем.
There's something interesting about this prayer wheel. I'll hold on to it.
Хорошо. Ну, забрали.
Let's see what's in this knapsack. A gas mask, a canteen, a compass, and a torch.
Так.
The seals and the filter appear to be in good shape. The torch lens is broken and the battery's weak, but it's just about working. There's a
Хорошо.
fold-out magnifying glass on the lid of the compass.
Так.
Smell.
Не успел прочитать,
That was
извиняюсь.
a mistake. It's sour. There's fruit tea in the canteen, extra tart. Always experiment in hopeless situations. The baking powder's bubbling and fizzing. It does say on the packet, avoid contact with acids. I suppose sour fruit tea does constitute an acid. That's what happens when you don't read the instructions.
Да.
The baking powder's foaming all over the canteen.
Что нам это дает? Так. Ну, в принципе, ладно, знаете, давайте на этом моменте завершим данную серию. Следующую уже будем думать, как избавляться от собаки. Ну, не в том плане, что избавляться, а просто куда-нибудь ее, наверное, выгнать. Все-таки это игры возрастной рейтинг. Не 16, а поменьше лет. Ну ладно. Ну что ж, в принципе, давайте завершать. Всем большое спасибо за внимание. Оставляйте свои комментарии. Подписывайтесь на канал, если вам нравится это прохождение или другие. Оставляйте оценки к видео. Советуйте своим друзьям, знакомым, близким. В общем-то, способствуйте его развитию канала. Ну, его развитию, то есть развитию канала. Вот. Ну что ж, еще раз всем большое спасибо за внимание. С вами был Павел. Всем всего хорошего и до новых встреч.